Man, I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even know where to start. I mean, if I'm gonna really start off, speaking to your team today and speaking in understanding their journeys and understanding where they were from and how they got here and how they're moving forward.
Yeah.
You've played a massive, massive part in that process. And really, if anything, I'm gonna say, I'll definitely say that you've been able to bring in a quality and a service and a process within this team that has really got them excited about the future. So, me personally, like I said to you, you know, you're almost folklore in this area. You know, I know people that talk to me, they'll be like, yo, did you know that Nats used to cut hair in the boys' toilets at school? Like, does that, like, you're a man that's put in the hours, does that make sense? And look, let's, you know, I'm a little bit biased because, you know, you're my personal barber as well.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you know, one of the biggest draws for me cutting my hair with you, appointments, my haircut's always sharp, great attitude, great culture in the shop.
Thank you.
So, really for myself, as a leader of such a shop, where does your motivation come from in regards to continuing this evolution of barbering at the moment? Because let's be honest, I mean, what do you think the current perception is of barbers at the moment?
At the moment, people have their high road barbers that they go to.
Yep.
People have their not saying that high road barbers are not quality, because
Yep.
there are quality high barbers in high road barber shops.
Yeah.
But the barbers that I'm aware of are more of high quality, are more hidden or more hard to get to, or more hard to make appointments with. And those barbers, not a lot of people have access to them.
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do, we're trying to bring up all barbers by setting a standard. So all of the barbers of high quality will now be recognized because all of the barbers are of high
Same
quality.
level, of course. No, 100%. No, I get
Yeah.
that. And I guess,
Yeah.
you know, going back to Nathaniel's point, Ev's point, to Truth's or to Kat's point, where you set a standard of quality, and that quality is basically mirrored across your whole team. I mean, talk to me. I mean, how difficult was that for you? Because listen, let's be honest here. You're an owner of a business here. You can rent your chair out to the guys. As long as they're paying their rent on time every week or however, you know, it's not a biggie. I mean, that's how most barbershops are run in London.
Yeah.
Why is it important to you that the standard of service you're giving to your customers, why is it important for the rest of them to do that?
Well, the shop has a culture.
Yep.
And the culture is to give high quality trims, to take time on all the haircuts, especially with the hairdressers also, with and what they do. I believe that as the owner of the shop, you have to set a certain standard for everybody to follow. But fortunate for me, I haven't had to do that of such where everybody has to fix up on all their skills, and
Step up,
because everybody was skilled already. Everybody is still skilled. Everybody is getting more skilled by the day.
Yeah.
So all it is like, I know for a fact that I can't come into the shop maybe 2 times a week or once a week. I want to be in here while everybody's here, if not longer, because we're all equal.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? We're all equal. We all bounce energies off of each other. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm coming in with positive energy and someone is feeling slightly negative, then we balance out the energy. Do you see what I'm saying? We speak to that person and we bring them up.
And let's be honest, Nats, look, even me as a customer, if I'm going to a shop and my barber's annoyed or he's had an argument with something, I do not want to get my haircut from him that day because I know that is gonna, you know, come off in the haircut. And really for myself, you know, cutting my hair with you now for the last few years, the quality is just going up, literally going up. And for me as a customer, because look, let's be honest here, Natsia, like, how, if you were talking to customers, right, who are usually used to getting their haircut from the high road,
Yeah.
do you feel like it's your job as a barber to have to explain yourself as to the, you know, the quality and the value you're bringing, or do you feel that, well, look, if you come, if you book an appointment with me and pay, I will make sure that you're gonna continue to come to me?
You know, funny enough, all right, all of the customers that have been recommended via word of mouth or online, they book online, they pay, they come down.
Yep.
But when I bump into people who I haven't seen for years from a completely different area,
Yeah.
I always tell them, I'll cut your hair. Come to the shop, I'll give you your first trim for free.
Yeah.
Just come down, I'll book you in. What time do you want to come? I'll try to book them in there and then whenever I see them.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll book. I don't mind even if I've booked like 6 people to come down for the first time.
Yeah.
In a day. That's 6 hours, and I trimmed them all for free. I wouldn't even mind doing that because it's like you're showing somebody else who's used to a certain standard what we're all about. Not only the level of the haircut I'm giving them and the services, the energy of the shop. Because like loads of people come to the shop. It's not only the haircut and the services.
Yeah.
It's literally the energy.
100%.
Like you said earlier. You said you're in the previous shops you've been to, you may not have felt so so pleased to just walk into a shop and feel comfortable.
It's intimidating. Look, dude, I'm a black dude. You know, there's been times where I've had to walk into a shop in different parts of London where. Maybe at that point I wasn't able to get my hair cut, but you walk into the shop and it's so intimidating.
Yeah.
And for me, I find that kind of mind-boggling because like you're a business, you're not meant to make people feel unwelcome, and I feel like that is the stigma and that is really the stereotype of current barbershops in London, and you know why we're trying to celebrate you and celebrate your team is because of this good work you're putting in. And I feel very passionate about it because, you know, as you know, Nats, you know, I don't have the greatest of hairlines. And, you know, for myself, you know, I need someone to like make sure they fix my life because it's the difference between going bald and, you know, getting a haircut. Like, does that make sense? You know what I mean? And I know, and the thing is, it's like, not a lot of men would admit that. Does that make sense? Yeah. And I just feel like, we're now in a situation in the world where we have social media, where we have so many different platforms. The eyes are on you as a business. And if you're going to promote yourself and you're not going to promote yourself and have some quality control in your product, how are you going to grow as a business?
Exactly.
And what I want to know as well from yourself, I mean, how has the re-education of your customers from going, look, you went from working at home to then working in somebody else's shop to now, you know, having your own business and having your own team. So that evolution that you went through, how was that education taught to your customers? Because I'm sure you was charging far less when you was working at home to when you were working in a shop to now owning your own business. So if you were talking to a new customer or a potential customer, what is it you have to educate them with in order for them to understand what it is you're doing?
Literally, I just told them to come to the shop.
No.
I just told them, listen,
it's a difficult one, I guess, because you can't say to them, by the way, you know, I've done 8,000 hours worth of haircuts, and this is the justification of you paying me. But I guess really is making sure that you just deliver on what you're saying, and that's the haircut.
Yeah, and I mean, if it will be, it will be. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I always told them, just come down. Just come. Trust me. Just come down to the shop. I'll give you your first one on the house. Make sure, and they always come.
So how do you, as a leader of a shop and somebody that is doing some amazing work in regards to, you know, different types of events and presentations, and also, you know, having people that want to learn barbering, that you're able to create a course for them to learn how to cut hair. How do you continue as a leader to motivate yourself and motivate the people around you? What is it that you do personally that makes you get up in the morning, that makes you go to the gym, that makes you make sure the shop is clean, that makes sure that your staff are all motivated and moving forward? What would you say 3 things
The three main things.
that you do as a person?
The three main things. All right. One of the main things is constantly learning. Constantly learning. I listen to a lot of audios. I listen to a lot of speakers.
Like motivational speakers?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. In the morning,
Like who?
I listen to Jim Rohn, R.I.P. Jim Rohn is now passed away. I listen to Brian Tracy.
Okay.
I listen to Anthony Robbins sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Harv Eker.
Yep.
There's the list goes on. There's quite a few people, but Jim Rohn's my favorite one.
Okay.
I listen to those guys and a lot of their audio books as well. I've got the app on Audible.
Yep.
Where sometimes I'm cutting hair and I listen to it. So it's good to just keep refreshing your mind and just keep picking up on things that you may have forgotten.
And I guess like surrounding yourself with that energy as well, which is so important because, you know, sometimes I know it's like quite generic. It's like, you know, who you're going to be or who you are is by the people you surround yourself with, or the energy or the environment you surround yourself with. And I guess from what you're saying to me, from what I understand, is that by keeping your mind focused and motivated from when you wake up and surrounding yourself with that knowledge, I guess, has an influence on your day-to-day life in regards to how you're doing things.
Yeah, of
I
course.
remember I read something from some sort, I don't know the name of the motivational speaker, and it was like, how do you start your day? Do you make your bed in the morning?
Yeah.
It's such a simple thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
does
yeah,
that make
yeah,
sense?
yeah,
But
yeah.
that sets you up for the rest of the day.
Exactly. Yeah, most definitely. Because every discipline affects all other disciplines.
100%.
So you break one discipline, you're gonna break that one, and that one, because of that one, you're gonna break that one, because of that one, you're gonna break that one.
100%.
So you might as well set the bar.
Yeah.
And just keep at
Keep
that bar
process
on.
going. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and what would you say the other two components are? And
Okay.
I'm talking from your personal point of view of keeping that fire burning.
Okay. So the first one was the
Motivational and listening
constantly
to.
learn.
Yep.
And the second is the second is staying in the shop. Staying in the shop. I would say staying in the shop and staying in the shop looking after all my clients.
Yeah.
Like, I rarely go on holidays and I rarely take time off.
Yeah.
And even if I'm ill, I come into the shop. Even if I'm ill, because I know how much the customers need me.
Yeah.
So what it is it's the responsibility for your customers. I feel like I'm fully responsible for all of my customers to get their haircuts when they need.
Yeah.
Because I know that there's loads of events that come up. You've got birthdays, you've got christenings, you've got marriages, you've got interviews.
So much, yeah.
And where I've been cutting hair for so long, I've got so many people that rely on me.
Yeah.
So I need to look after all of them.
100%.
Like I feel like, because I've been doing it for so long, I feel like that's my responsibility.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
that's
the attitude you take towards your customers, I guess, as well.
yeah.
In regards to how do you value them? Do you really value the time they're spending with you? Do you value the fact that they may have gone somewhere else, but they've come to you? And I feel like sometimes that return business is and return business is always the most profitable thing in any business, I guess, including barbershops. And that setting off the tone in the beginning, that's what makes things, I guess, happen in the future, right?
Yeah.
What would you say the last thing is?
The last thing is health, looking after yourself. That's the last thing. The reason why I say that, you see me all the time, I walk around with a big bottle of water.
Yeah, a massive bottle of water.
Yeah, literally, I have to stay hydrated throughout the day. If I don't drink as much water as like I set out to drink, my body starts to feel a bit drained.
Right.
I feel a bit like my back starts to hurt.
Right.
Literally, like everything goes wrong. So I need to stay hydrated. I need to make sure I eat all of my meals throughout the day. If I don't eat all of my meals, then I'm just like, because I wake up quite early every day. I want to wake up feeling good. I don't want to wake up feeling mash up.
Like, like,
you see what I'm saying? So I have to make sure that I look after my health throughout the day. Even at all of the audios and stuff that I listen to, if I don't feel good, I'm not going to take anything in. And I go to the gym. If I don't eat well, I'm not going to be able to do a workout where I can start my day feeling as productive and as good.
And that's a crazy thing, because like it's so weird you saying that as well, yeah. Because I genuinely believe in life like dominoes, when you put dominoes in front, yeah. And whatever you do here will have an effect on the end result. Does that make sense? Even though they may take time to fall, but it's the last one's gonna definitely fall. Does that make sense? And for me, that's also to a certain degree inspiring, because you're like, well, okay, in order for me to get to here, I need to make sure that health-wise, I'm in a good place.
Yeah.
Mentally, I'm in a good place.
Yeah.
Because without those two things, none of this is going to happen.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like, you know, if you're going to send a message to any barber out there, that is the message
That's
right there. I'm not joking, like genuinely,
Yeah.
bro, like that is the message. Because, you know, dude, like if you're overweight or you're unhealthy
Yeah.
or you're like having mental issues at home with your how is the quality of your work going to be up to par?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
you know, that's, to be honest with you, to a certain degree, whether you're a barber or whether you're a normal average Joe, a cleaner or whatever, that is an attitude to keep in life in general.
Yeah.
And I guess for you, that's probably been your success story more than anything. Because cutting hair is the end result, but it's the work that happens before cutting the hair.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is a very, very strong mental focus you have as a personality that has enabled you to then build this and build a team and build people that look up to you. Bro, I'm 35 years old, right? And you're 25, right? Yeah? So I'm about a decade older than you, right? And for me as a 35-year-old that's been cutting his hair for quite a number of years now, dude, you don't understand. It's like when your mate is, or your someone is on something, I need to be on something so we can balance each other. So you can look at me with respect. Because we definitely, as a community and as you've heard, you know, your staff, we definitely respect that, and we definitely wanna. How can I put it? We definitely want to celebrate that, and this is one of the main reasons why we did this whole thing in the first place, is to create a platform of Afro-Caribbean barbers, not just barbers, Afro-Caribbean barber businesses who are pushing this industry forward. And really for us, you know, as a team here, that's what we're trying to promote here, because you're doing a lot of amazing work and we need the local and the wider community to know that. And hopefully, you know, through this conversation and through our video, and people can see, you know what, actually there's some people taking this industry very seriously, and that you've got access to them. Not that he's a celebrity barber cutting Paul Smith's hair, and like he's charging £100 a haircut, and I don't have access to this guy. What's the point? Do you know what I mean? So for me personally, you know, continue doing what you're doing as a business. We appreciate it. We love it. We want more of it. Does that make sense? And I'm talking from a customer's point of view. And I'm sure there's a lot of black guys out there that think in the same sentiment. So we just want to say, you know, congratulations and good luck with everything that you do. And just to kind of finish off, if you're talking to an upcoming barber right now, and if you're talking to a barber that's in the industry right now, what would you say to both of them?
Look after all of your clients, work hard, stay healthy, and just put the hours in, man. I put the hours in. That's it. It's the hours. If you put the right amount of hours in, you'll get the right amount of results.
100%.
You know what I mean? 100%. Yeah, man. Stay positive.
Positivity
is the key.
And of course it's the key, because it's the energy you put out is the energy you're gonna get in at the end of the day, and that's the way this world works. And I feel like hopefully from everything we're doing here that people are gonna get that, and I'm definitely sure they will get that. But listen, Nats, it's been the biggest honor for us to come here today and speak to your team.
Thank you for having us.
Speak to you as a person. I hope that my audience understands your journey and understands your mentality and understands the justification of what you're bringing to the table. Because let's be honest, guys, we're not talking about haircuts here. We're talking about the evolution of barbering as a service and as an industry. And hopefully through seeing this and understanding your psyche, there's going to be no issues with how much that shouldn't even come into it. So thank you very much.
No, it was most definitely a pleasure. Yes. Come on.